Hey, it's your girl Stacey J, and I am back with another Gimme 5 moment. This Gimme 5 moment is 5 signs you're in a toxic relationship. Number 1, jealousy. Now, I believe that there is such thing as a little healthy jealousy where, you're out and, other people are looking at you or him, because this is for vice versa, male and female, and they're looking at you, they're admiring you, nothing beyond that, and your mate is a little bit more admiring that. Like, yeah, I got a bad one, whatever the case may be. But I'm talking about pure jealousy, accusing you of, maybe initiating contact, or you were flirting and smiling and doing all this kind of stuff when actually you were just there and someone gave you a compliment or someone spoke, because the individual is responsible for saying, hey, I have a man, I have a woman. So I'm speaking of jealousy that is, just downright interrogating and just accusing you of something like that. That is not healthy. And that is showing you that if you're getting into a relationship or meeting somebody and those signs appear, you need to probably address it then or run. Number 2, controlling behavior. Oh my God, let's talk about that. Somebody that, wants to dictate, what you do, how you do it, who you do it with, interrogate you, and it's normally done in a subtle way. You may have some people that are right out just like, you better not be doing this, but for the most part, it's done subtle. It's done to make you feel like, I want to spend so much time with you. You shouldn't be doing this because it's not good for this, and all that kind of stuff. And we know controlling when we see it, or we eventually know what controlling is when we see it. And a lot of times it's way after we've been in the relationship a longer time. So we got to make sure that we're not with somebody that's who you talking to, where you going, where you being, who you with. That is just too much, because that is not what healthy relationships are based off of. Healthy relationships are based off mutual understanding, accountability, and just really allowing a person to be who they are. That's the point of dating. When you date and you're getting to know somebody and you're seeing how they operate and move, you get an idea if I want to date this person or not, instead of trying to change a person. Number 3, unrealistic expectations. Expects you to be perfect and meet all each other's needs, and that is not nobody's responsibility. Your responsibility is to take care of your own needs. Now, I'm here as a helpmate to contribute, but I am not here to be responsible for somebody else's needs. I'm responsible for me. I was responsible for my children. My children are adult. I'm not responsible for them. So you don't want to be in a relationship with somebody that wants you to do more than they're doing for themselves. Like, where do they do that at? You should be taking care of your needs, and if we have things that we do together, then that's what we do. But I am not responsible. You are not responsible. And that starts into the controlling behavior and jealousy and so much more. Number 4, isolation. Tries to cut you off from your friends and family, and that's what I mean about being done subtle. It starts off a little bit like, spending a lot of time together. You don't want to spend a lot of time with their boo, right? But for me, I have a life outside of your personal life, and I think relationships go left because it just becomes intertwined so much. And for those that it works, I am happy for that. But for those that just kind of pull people away from, slowly but surely from things that they like to do and isolate you, now you're not talking to your family as much, you're not seeing your friends as much, and you're just kind of falling off the radar. Now, if that's what you want to do, so be it. But I just don't think that is healthy, to be isolated from the people that care about you most and that you've had some type of frequency with. Number 5, blaming others for problems or mistakes. What I call is deflecting, okay? I am not responsible for nobody's mistakes, and neither are you. So when someone does something, they need to handle their own issues. I can be here as a sounding board, but I am not here to guide you and take you all the way where you lose accountability for what you've done. You know what I'm saying? Like, people blaming you, like, you made me angry, and when you do this, you this, and that. The communication, I get it, but I'm talking about habitual blaming. Like, no accountability at all, and that is not a remedy for a good relationship. I need to be able to say what my faults were or what I did was wrong, and you need to be able to do the same. If we can't have that type of understanding, then what are we doing? Like, I don't want to be blamed for something that you did. Well, I don't want to be blamed for your feelings, and that leads me into a bonus one. I have a bonus one, and that's make others responsible for his or her feelings, okay? We are not responsible. All this stuff, responsible, accountability, all those words are so embedded in this 5 signs is because nobody is responsible for anybody. And when you are not able to take responsibility for your own feelings, and you deflect and project and gaslight and all that kind of stuff, the relationship ain't gonna last long, or it'll last long, but be very, very unhealthy, okay? So I think that everybody should start their own blueprint for their relationship. Whatever it is you and that individual decide to do is between y'all. Stop comparing relationships with, they look good and they doing this and I want it to be like this and I think it should be like that. Start removing the labels of what relationships look like and start making a relationship that makes you happy, okay? And just those 5 things: jealousy, controlling behavior, unrealistic expectations, isolation, blaming others for their problems and mistakes, and making others responsible for your feelings is not a healthy relationship in any shape, form, or fashion. So that is your Gimme 5 for the week. I will see you again next week. And please follow us at Live 365 Radio. Take care.